Hey everyone, Coach Phil here from ACSA Martial Arts. In this video I'm going to be covering the basics and the fundamentals that you're going to need for some of my boxing sessions. This video is ideal for people that have done zero or very little boxing. I'm going to go through the basics and take you all through it. Alright, we're going to start with the left hand. You're going to grab this loop and you're going to feed your thumb through the loop. We're going to go once around the wrist and then 5 times around the knuckles, making sure it's nice and even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're feeding away from our hand. Now we're going to come through, feed through the thumb and then back around here. So now we've secured the thumb as well. We're going to go once around the wrist and now we're going to secure it around each individual knuckle. So we're going to start with that middle knuckle first. I'm going to feed over it. When I come in underneath, I'm going to twist towards me and then it goes through the thumb. And then back around the wrist, I'm going to secure it around the pointer finger. Over the knuckle, we twist and then through that thumb hole again. So making sure we cover that knuckle. Going to go over the third finger, open the finger, twist through the thumb hole. And then I'm going to go through that little pinky finger here. But this time, I'm going to twist and come back around. Now what I want to do is I want to tidy up the inside of the hand. So I'm going to go back across the wrist and then through the thumb. And then I'm going to tidy this up. So we're going to pull this part back. And what you're going to do is you're going to feed the wrap through your palm. Pulling it through once. Wrap it through again. And then pulling it through. So now we've tidied up the inside. So what you can do is pull that back down and you have a pistol grip to hold on to. We're going to go, now that we have all this excess, we can go back around the wrist and then start to secure all the rest around your wrist. That's what it should look like outside. You can tidy it up a little bit and we're done. I'm going to talk to you about stance and guard position for boxing. So stance is what your feet are doing, guard is what your hands are doing. The easiest way to get into stance is just get about shoulder width apart and have your rear leg or your dominant leg loaded. Another way to get into stance is feet together. You're going to point your toe out one way, point your heel back, point your toe out again, and then point that heel back. And from this position here, you want to point both toes so they're facing in that same direction. You want to be a little bit more side on with your stance. So you don't want to be too front on like this. So you want to be about here. Back heel is off the floor. Knees are bent, sitting into your hips. Guard position. The easiest way to get into guard position is arms rotate back, they come up, and you're just going to sit your elbows in nice and close to your rib cage. Hands are up, so hands want to be sitting about here. Chest is relaxed, traps are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. So this is your your stance and your guard position for boxing. This is what it looks like from side on. So your head wants to be just directly behind that front foot, never wants to be leaning over it. This is from the other position. I'm going to go through a basic footwork drill with you. It's 6 different directions and you're working from fight stance. So you're going to jump into fight stance. 1 is forward. 2, we move back. 3, left. 4 is right. Number 5 is pivot, so you're spinning your rear foot behind. 6, pivot back. So 6 different directions. I'm going to work from side on. So just a few pointers when you're doing this drill. You never want to cross your legs over. You never want to be off balance. You have to try and maintain this space between your legs for the entire drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, So 6 different directions for our basic footwork. I'm going to go through our 6 basic punches that we cover in my boxing classes now. So you're going to work from fight stance. Hands are up. 1 is jab, lead straight. So it's a straight punch. 2 is rear cross. So when you're throwing the jab, you're going to make sure that rear hand is up, protecting your face. Chin is sitting behind the shoulder and you're turning the knuckle in. When you throw number 2, which is your cross, lead hand is up, chin is sitting behind the shoulder and you're turning the knuckle in. So 1 and 2 are your straight punches. 1, 2. 3 and 4 are your hooks. 3 is lead hook. Making sure forearm is running parallel with the floor, pivoting off that front foot and then weight sitting into that back heel. 4 is rear hook, keeping that lead hand up for guard. Weight is on the front foot and then just pivoting a little bit off that back heel. 3 and 4 are your hooks. 3, 4. 5 is lead uppercut. 6 is rear uppercut. When you're delivering the uppercuts, make sure your chest is down nice and low and you don't want to be elevating up with the uppercut. Same things as what we were covering in the other punches. When you throw the lead uppercut, rear hand is up for guard and pivoting off that front foot. When we throw that rear uppercut, lead hand is up for guard and we're pivoting off that back foot.
When you're practicing the punches, you have to make sure that you always remain balanced, shoulders are turning into the shot, and then hips are turning into the shot as well.
From side on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Important to stay nice and loose in the shoulders and the chest when you're throwing your punches.
Now I'm going to go through 3 combinations that you can practice in your own time. You're going to start from fight stance. First combination we're going to throw is a jab cross, also known as lead straight and rear straight. From side on, it's a 2-punch combination. Both are straight punches. The second combination we're going to work is the jab cross hook. So we throw 2 straight punches, jab, cross. When we throw the third shot, it's going to be a lead hook.
When throwing that lead hook, it's important to pivot off that front foot and then turning the hip into the shot.
The third combination we're going to throw is rear uppercut into left hook. Rear uppercut, left hook. So it's 2 punches, right and then left.
It's important in this combination that you stay down nice and low for it. Chest is relaxed, traps are relaxed, and you're not elevating up when you're throwing the rear uppercut or the lead hook.
Shadowboxing is one of the most important parts to your boxing training. What you want to be thinking about when you are doing shadowboxing is that making sure that you've got good balance, you've got good stance, and you've got good guard position. You also want to be making sure that you're moving around, working all different sets of combinations, working your defenses as well. We haven't covered too much defense in this video, but in the next one we will be covering defense. So let me show you how it's done. So working from in stance, hands are up, and you're practicing your footwork drills. So you're moving around, making sure that you balance the entire time. Throwing your combinations, throwing your shots here and there as well.
When you're shadowboxing, you have to visualize. You have to visualize an imaginary opponent with your shots landing and you evading their punches as well. You have to constantly be moving with your feet, moving your head, moving your shoulders. You have to have focus and intention, and then that way you're going to get the most out of your shadowboxing round.
Thanks for watching my Boxing for Beginners video. The good thing with these drills is that you can practice them anywhere. You can practice them at home in your own time if you want. If you have any questions, just send me an email at inquiries@acsamelbourne.com.au, or you can follow me on Instagram at Philip Lai Muay Thai. Thanks guys and girls.